the black triangles in our skies man-made or something more? In this episode, we're diving headfirst into a story that sounds like it's straight out of a sci-fi movie, the mysterious TR-3B. Now, you might not have heard of it, but this so-called giant black triangle aircraft has been the buzz of many late-night talks and internet forums for years. It's like the Loch Ness monster of the skies, often whispered about, but rarely seen. Recent chatter from people who've stepped forward to spill secrets about these unidentified aerial phenomena, or UAPs as the experts call them, has stirred up the pot again. So, we're on a mission to sift through the myths and the maybes to find out if the TR-3B is just a tale or something more tangible. Could this elusive aircraft be real? Stick around and let's uncover the truth together. Historical overview. Now, let's rewind the clock a bit and look at the trail these giant black triangles have been blazing through history. Picture this. It's the 1950s, an era of diners, jukeboxes, and the dawn of the space race. Yet, amid all the buzz of progress and rock and roll, reports start bubbling up about mysterious aircraft. These aren't your average planes. We're talking massive silent black triangles that glide through the sky like shadows at remarkably low heights. These sightings aren't just rare blips on the radar. They've been consistently reported not only across the United States, but all around the globe. As we hop forward to the 1990s, there's a twist in the tale. The number of sightings skyrockets, and it's not just night watchers and lone wanderers reporting these anomalies anymore. UFO databases from various corners of the world begin to notice a pattern, recording a significant uptick in these reports. This isn't just idle chatter. It's a growing wave of eyewitness accounts that turn a fringe phenomenon into a hot topic of debate and fascination. This surge in sightings does more than just raise eyebrows. It ignites a wildfire of speculation and curiosity. What are these silent visitors in our skies? Are they top-secret military tech, or could they be something even more out of this world? Let's keep digging and see what else we can unearth about these enigmatic flyers. Investigating the TR-3B. Now, with every whisper and leak about unidentified aerial phenomena, or UAPs as they're officially known, our curiosity about the TR-3B has only deepened. So, we've rolled up our sleeves and jumped back into the swirling waters of this mystery, fishing for clues that might prove once and for all whether this aircraft is just a figment of the collective imagination, or a genuine flying marvel hidden under layers of top-secret classifications. Approaching this investigation, it's like stepping into a thick fog. You gotta move forward carefully without jumping to conclusions. It's tempting to let the excitement or skepticism take over, but here's the deal. We need to keep our eyes open and our minds clear. This isn't just a puzzle. It's a puzzle that might involve some seriously classified national security stuff. So we tread lightly but purposefully, combing through the latest disclosures, matching them against old reports and talking to experts in the shadows of aviation history. We're on a mission to cut through the haze of rumors and bring you the crystal clear picture, unpacking the TR-3B legend. Let's peel back the layers of this fascinating TR-3B legend. This aircraft isn't known by just one name, but sports a few. The Black Manta and TR-3B Astra are just as mysterious and sound straight out of a comic book. The tales spun around this enigmatic flyer are nothing short of astonishing. They tell us it's built on technology that seems borrowed from an alien world. Yeah, you heard that right, alien technology. This isn't just about flying. It's about soaring with capabilities that bend the laws of physics. We're talking about anti-gravitational propulsion systems that allow for maneuvers that would make your head spin and hey, maybe even letting it zip out into space. Now, before you shake your head and chuckle, thinking it's all pulled from a late-night movie marathon, consider this. The US Navy has been dabbling in some pretty futuristic tech themselves. They've thrown down nearly a cool $5 billion just last year on developing next-generation turbofan engines designed for stealth fighters. And yes, they've got a stack of patents that might make even the most skeptical raise an eyebrow. These aren't just drawings on a napkin. These are high-stakes, high-budget projects that suggest maybe, just maybe, we're not in on all the secrets of what's possible up there in the wild blue yonder. So, as we dig deeper into this story, keep in mind that the line between science fiction and military reality is sometimes thinner than we think. Key investigations and findings and data analysis of sightings. All right, Let's dive into some of the major sleuthing that's been done on these mysterious black triangles. Back in 2004, a group called the National Institute for Discovery Science, or NIDS for short, which was bankrolled by a big-name businessman named Robert Bigelow, decided it was time to really dig into these sightings. They produced a hefty report detailing what they found, and guys, it's a doozy. One of the standout incidents in this report occurred in the year 2000, when several people in Illinois caught sight of a gigantic, silent object cruising towards Scott Air Force Base. This wasn't just a fleeting glimpse in the night sky. It was a clear, prolonged sighting that had everyone scratching their heads, wondering just what it was they were looking at, and why it was heading to a military base. Now, NIDS didn't just stop with that one incident. From 1999 onwards, they gathered data like it was going out of style, racking up reports of hundreds of these black triangle sightings. Here's where things get even more interesting. Most of these sightings happened over cities and towns. Yeah, right over people's heads in populated areas. Now, if you know a thing or two about secret military tests, you'd know they usually prefer the quiet of secluded, remote areas, where there's less chance of prying eyes and awkward questions. The usual playbook for something top secret doesn't include a leisurely flight over the local mall or park. So, this unusual pattern of sightings makes you wonder, why would these supposed secret crafts be parading around populated areas? It's a twist that makes you think there's either more to the story, or maybe even different kinds of secrets flying around up there. Military technology and secrecy. Now, let's dive a bit deeper into the waters of military technology and the shroud of secrecy that often envelops it. There's a hefty dose of funding that's been channeled into projects you and I are probably never meant to know about. Take, for instance, the US military's shadowy endeavors, like the Bird of Prey, and the famous, or infamous depending on who you ask, activities at Groom Lake, more widely recognized as Area 51. These are just the tips of a very secretive iceberg. Between the years 1986 and 1991 alone, a staggering $60.3 billion was poured into such clandestine projects. That's a budget that doesn't just whisper, but rather shouts about the serious commitment to pushing the boundaries of what aviation can achieve under the tightest veils of secrecy. Now, as we wrap up our journey into the mystery of the black triangles and the TR-3B, it's clear that while we haven't pinned down definitive proof of the TR-3B's existence, the dots we can connect are intriguing. The blending of numerous eyewitness accounts, the billions funneled into aerospace innovation, and the vault of undisclosed patents paints a picture of a world where cutting-edge military technology might just intersect with the stories of these enigmatic aircraft. This convergence of information doesn't offer the final word, but rather blurs the lines between what's documented and what's possible, pushing us to consider that there may be layers to our national defense capabilities that are as yet, to the public eye, still cloaked in the shadows. And as more pieces of the puzzle come into the light, the narrative of what flies above us, silent and unseen, will continue to evolve. So keep looking up and questioning, because the sky isn't just the limit, it's also the mystery. Thanks for tuning in to this deep dive into the mystery of black triangle UFOs. If you found this analysis intriguing, please like, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Have you encountered any unexplained phenomena? Share your experiences with us. Stay curious and keep your eyes on the skies.